Hi, welcome. So, I feel like I haven't really gotten to sit down and do readings for the collective for a while. So, just it's been a busy couple of weeks launching into doing readings for the public in my real my real life, the real in-person life. So, and getting my new website up and running and switched over to my new booking system. It's just been a lot of like being at the computer, but in the less fun way. So actually, it was still fun to do the website because I used to do web development and business and technology consulting. And so I got to play around in my old world a little bit, designing and building. And I was reflecting on like, I have a WordPress site because it's so easy now. I used to build websites from scratch when you open your notepad and type your first open bracket, HTML, close bracket. And I was like, what were we doing? I asked my husband, how many hours did I literally waste of my life handwriting code? And then I was just like, that was way back when it first all began. And now I'm like, click, drag, push, website done. And I'm like, yes. Oh, it's so satisfying until I think about how many hours did I waste. So anyway, thanks for being here. So what we're going to do is a reading. I pulled out some things that felt right to start with, and I have this new deck called Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. I know, I have a problem. I'm always getting new decks. I went to this place, so I bought local, and I stopped in and I was like, whoa, do you have any new decks? And I bought four. I bought four new decks. And yeah, sorry, not sorry. So what I'm doing, I'm going to pull a message from Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, get a piece of wisdom. What one does, and then we'll read that at the end. So we'll see if it relates to the message of the day. And then I am going to reveal these. I'm using the Life Happens Oracle. I'll just see. New outlook. That's always a good thing, isn't it? Let's have a fresh outlook. Isn't it? Oh, look at the artwork. It's beautiful with the rainbow. It's like pastel-y. My webcam doesn't do it justice. I wonder if this image is better. Well, it's just different. And then I have Agador out here keeping me company. He's the sweetest cat in the world. We have without agenda, pure love and everything you have dreamed will happen when you are ready to give love without expecting anything in return. True givers receive. Oh, I love that. So interesting. Without agenda. So that might be part of whatever healing aspect comes through in the reading. So we'll just see. I'm gonna take this time. I feel like taking. Like if anything wants to flip out, I don't know if it will. I'm just sort of playing with changing up my shuffling habits. Whoops. Or not whoops. And just see one more. We'll just see. And we'll go with this. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So we have the Hierophant. Ooh, we have Death. We have the King of Cups. Yep, King of Cups. We have the King of Wands, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. So right here we have, I feel like this is the overall energy of the Hierophant, but we'll see. And because I always like to figure out an overall, but since they flipped out, we're just going to take the first one. And then we have, there's this change, transformation, growth that's happening, putting something to rest perhaps so that we can move on. And it seems like a new outlook without agenda. So we have the two kings coming in. The King of Cups he's a king that, some kings lead with the head. Some kings lead from the passion, like the fiery energy. This king leads through compassion, and he just sort of trusts and goes with the flow. but he's still a leader, and he still has a lot of inner strength. And the King of Wands is the fiery energy. So there's this energy of knowing when to act, to not burn up your energy. You know what needs your attention, and you know what doesn't need your attention. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles with this energy of like steady as she goes, like keep putting the work in towards something. So we'll see what that has to do with anything. But the overall energy of the Hierophant is like seeking wisdom, seeking counsel. And so I don't know if you're the teacher part of that equation or the student part of that equation. So we'll see what the reading reveals. I'm going to move these out of the way. My little hands. I have too much going on. Uh-oh, I have to sneeze. Woo! Excuse me. Whoa, that felt good. You know when you get a good sneeze? Okay. So what we're going to do, actually, I want to use these. By the way, I have opened myself to spirit, to past loved ones, and if you feel like anything resonates with a past loved one, take that, because I am stepping into that, and I think that's why my shuffling is changing when I open myself up to that. So we'll see. We'll see what wants to come out. Okay, so we'll start with these. Oh, I have more than I thought I had. Okay. So we have Judgment, the King of Wands again. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Magician. Oh, wow. We have 2 twos. That's interesting. I'm just going to pull these into a little pyramid. Can you see this? Okay. Kinda not. And so what we have here, bringing it down a level, we have Judgment, which is like this coming into acceptance of something. And I wonder if that's like the without agenda. Because without agenda means I'm just accepting the outcome. I'm trusting, I'm surrendering. And Judgment, this card is a card of trust and surrender. And so we'll see how that relates. But it does feel like, oh yeah, you're coming into a new outlook of your own power, your ability to manifest by working steadily towards something. Like you're taking action. You're not just sitting back and being like, oh, I just hope it happens, I'm a manifester. No, you're like, that's the new outlook. And you have, it comes to fruition like through you trusting and surrendering. And I think that's the Death card, saying you're putting to rest that old way of being where you're like, I have to figure it out and it has to look a certain way. I have a very rigid idea of how it looks, but now it's like, no, your new outlook is without agenda. You're manifesting by trusting, and then you're taking the steps toward that. And it's not steps of like, it's got to look this way. It's like you're taking steps in trust. And so you take a step, because it's not fast energy. It's just steady as she goes. I'm going to do the work. And on this journey, it's you like trusting in the universe or whatever your higher power is that says, I don't have to know how it looks. I'm just going to be in a state of flow. Like the King of Cups, he's in a state of flow and trust. And so you have to trust, take a first step, look for signs, wait for the universe to light up the path ahead of you. Keep stepping the path. So we'll see if that resonates as we go deeper. And then we have the Father of Wands, the King of Wands, which is acting on your purpose, your divine spirit purpose. So again, after you trust, you are taking steps on that path. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest knight, which is literally like when I said the Eight of Pentacles was you have to take those steps. Your heads down, like do the work. The Knight of Pentacles is the one taking action, like very methodically, very slowly. And it doesn't have to be slow, but it's like steady as she goes energy. I'm in it for the long run. I don't have to burn myself up like that King of Wands is like, passionate. And like, then I burn up all my energy for this journey, where this energy is calling for like trust and just keep taking one step after the other, one foot in front of the other, because you're going somewhere. And you got 2 twos right here. So you got the 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. Literally, like, there's something that you're balancing, like choosing between, like you're finding your center. You're balancing your own energy and your own desires. And there's something like coming into connection with yourself, like what you truly value. And then that's that Magician right here at the tip of the spear, where it says like, that's how you're going to manifest what you want, is trust, follow your passion, steady as she goes, one foot after the other. As the universe keeps revealing the next thing for you to follow, you're following it, coming into alignment with everything of yourself, this human self and the heart self. It's just like everything is in alignment, and then you manifest what you want. This couldn't be a more beautiful story. So I'm really curious. I'm just curious. I'm really curious about like this Hierophant. And we have the Hierophant in the overall, and I wonder if, because I ran over this card and it's all not perfect anymore. And so I wonder how that relates, because I just picked it up again. I don't know why. So is there this, like, there's this idea, and this whole story keeps saying like, trust, because you don't have to know what it's going to look like. And our just those of us who just have to know things, it comes out of this idea like control, perfectionism, we got to get it right. And I think that's what this is saying. It's like, no more agenda. This is beyond you. You're in a trust fall now. So let's see what that's all about, okay? Let me get a drink. Let's actually do a deeper dive. Now that we've kind of got the story arc and some of the elements here, and let's just see what, got the Magician again. This is me trusting, because I never draw cards like this. I always do it by feel, and now I'm doing it by flippers. So we have the 5 of Wands. This is like the ego, and the Devil's like, nope, we got to get ourselves out of that bondage of the ego. We got to release our limitations, what's holding us back, to come into harmony and to be able to manifest what we want. We have to find our own harmony, not just like this rigid vision of it. So this is just confirming that story. We're going to understand what our inner strength really is by going into we have to go into our inner wisdom. We have to seek our inner wisdom, and we're going to understand our own strength. And it's like, there's this 4 of Cups is, right now we might be like, something is calling us into gratitude. So that's what's going to help us here on this journey of surrender. Because when we have an idea of how something's supposed to look, we're so sure of ourselves, sometimes it's because we're not having gratitude for what we already have. It's like, no, I want this, and it's got to look this way. And it's like, but wait a minute. Look what's around you. Like, there's something calling for gratitude. Like, because something says, no, I'm not happy with this. I don't want more of this. Which there's 2 sides to the coin. Like, you do want a fresh outlook. But this is saying without agenda, like, it doesn't have to look this way. And sometimes the gifts that are coming toward us, we don't recognize them as gifts because they don't look how we think they should look. So it's like, once we stop with it's got to look a certain way, then literally almost everything in our awareness can become a gift. So that's what the 4 of Cups is saying. So we are peeling back this story a little bit more. There is that, like, why am I shuffling this upside down? Everything's weird today. So we have that 5 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So through that gratitude, we come into full abundance. We stop with the scarcity mindset. and we move into full flow, full like gratitude. Everything's a gift. This is just a beautiful story, whatever. Whoever it resonates with. I was wondering if we were going to get the Emperor. I don't know why. But the Emperor here, he is a little bit rigid. So this is saying this is what this story is about. Okay. Now, what I want to do is probably do an extended. Yeah, we'll go into an extended because I'm going to read your oracle message and then we're going to go into the extended and then we'll pull more messages. So the Chess Queen, trust, strategizing. Oh my God, we started with trust. This whole thing's been about trust. You heard the words. The Emperor is the strategizer. So I wonder what this is going to tell us about like how those two relate. And the number is 30, by the way, in case that means something to somebody. The Chess Queen. That is hilarious because in some decks, I don't have the deck here, the Emperor has a chess piece in the deck that I have at my studio. That's so funny. The Chess Queen has all the tools you need to aid you in your quest for a life of purpose, peace, and prosperity. When she arrives as your ally, you're given the task of asking Spirit for a vision of your life. Ask also to know the right actions to ensure your part in this process of unfolding. Then, with a sense of trust, allow the strategy to be given unto you by the divine. Are your own goals and desires in alignment with the divine plan for your life? This is, where do we get that? These twos, are you coming in, like, I'm trying to understand that alignment, like, whoa, juggling oh my God. Okay. This is a reminder that there is your plan and then there is the divine plan for your life. Oh my God, you guys, that's what we're talking about. When you're in alignment with the latter, all manner of messages are delivered to aid you in taking the next right action for your life. 8 of Pentacles, anyone? Like this, keep following the steps as the universe illuminates them for you. The Chess Queen says that you will win this game as long as you let Spirit choose your moves, follow your bliss, and the inspired messages delivered by your soul. You cannot lose when you enter the realm of the Chess Queen and she appears as your ally. Now the Challenger, by the way, this is the first time I'm using this deck, so yay, thanks for being my little guinea pig. When the Chess Queen arrives to challenge you, it simply means that you're living too much in your head. Planning, scheming, and strategizing. That's the Emperor, all right. What your future will look like and how and when it will unfold. Remember the saying, man plans and God laughs. You cannot know the power and beauty that is meant for you until you let go and ask for divine guidance. The laws of cause and effect apply here. Don't dictate what you want, as your wants may not be in your highest good. Ask instead for the miracles set aside for you and you alone. What does Spirit want for you? Perhaps it's time to let go and turn your life over to the care of a higher power. You can never lose when Spirit plays the game of life on your behalf. I just got all the chills a second ago. It was a weird kind of chills, though. It was like a whoosh. And I wonder if that's because I opened myself to like other spirit. Like this is a message meant for somebody from your loved ones. That's what I've been playing with. And I've noticed that the chills and the body sensations are there, but they feel a little different. I don't know. I'm just trusting. So what we're going to do is we'll now pause this and go into an extended and get very specific about what this new outlook is and what this journey ahead is. Okay. Follow me over there. There's a link below, and if you don't go there, it's going to be on my Substack, which means you would need to subscribe to it, which is supporting me, and I thank you very much for doing that. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. We'll end here, and just reach out if you want to do a one-on-one reading. The links below will take you to my website, and there's a page on there called Intuitive Energy Readings, and you can just request one, and it's a recorded one to be sent to you. And then in the future, I'll be setting up the ability to schedule live one-on-one readings, and that requires more technical stuff to do. So that's coming soon. All right. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.